Hello, 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 viewers, and welcome to episode 37 of my Better Than Wolves playthrough here with TKush35. And today, as I said before, we are working on finishing up some of the setup for this kiln down below. And we are also going to try to go into the Nether. However, one caveat with that is I do believe that I recall the proximity of the Nether fortress to the initial spawn point in the Nether is quite close. However, I don't believe that there's a solid ground to get to it, and so I am afraid that access will not be quite as easy as I hoped / imagined. So we will head there, one way or the other, to determine whether or not it is feasible. And then from there, carry on. Okay, so this is now officially good to go. As soon as we are able to provide this consistent power, well, except for the important part, the hibachi, we'll be able to have a kiln. And with the kiln, we can then make a cauldron, and then we'll need to place the cauldron somewhere, probably right here. And then, and only then, we can have renewable diamond tools and armor. So, now, my next thought is we could either move this right away, and this looks like this is going to be a storm. Goody. We can either move the windmill right away and just have power there, and then need to set up the redstone, or I can be smart about it and just set up the redstone right now. I'm going to set it somewhere easy to access, and then we'll just grab a bunch of redstone and bring that on up. Now I should also probably make this stairs, and this is going to have to not be slabbed, but that is okay, because what's gonna spawn on this? I'm not quite sure if there's actually an answer to that question. I think the answer is nothing, but if I was really worried, I could set a torch up here, which, you know what, why not? I'm gonna set one over here, and then I'm still gonna slab this spot. Alright, so with that, we have a lever that can disconnect the power from the windmill to this gearbox, which means during storms, it won't shred itself. Excellent. So then, I guess the only downside of moving it right away would be, one, I don't have a really good setup for grinding or sawing anymore. I could maybe squeeze some or both of those into the lower section down below. We have at least one more gearbox. There's another two there. So we could probably finagle something. And that's actually not a bad idea. And that's actually something that we can do right now. So let's go ahead and do that. Alright, collected the windmill. Perfect. Looks like I need a little bit more height to collect that axle. Alright. So far so good. The rest of this should come down with relative ease. Alrighty. So there we have it. And I'm out of space. There, that's fine. So first of all, let's flip the switch. Jump our way up here, stupidly. Did I actually? Darn it. Oh, or by you. Nice. I'm glad. That's nice that he added that. Because there have been times when I wasn't sure, well, I mean, I was kind of sure that I was in the way, but wasn't 100% sure. Don't care about that. And that actually doesn't look half bad. If anything, I could put it up another block or two, but I'm not going to worry about that right now. Let's go ahead and eat our ham and eggs and figure out a place to put, say, millstone and saw and powered hopper probably. So ideally, it'd be over in this area. Now, the mill, I kind of want. Sorry, I should stop smacking my teeth there. The saw, I think, can fit right here-ish. I will even go so far as to place a torch over there. And we'll just power it like that. That seems fine. And I could even place another lever here. The problem with that... Well, I have more redstone. I can always make another lever. But that disconnects power from the saw. But with the limited number of gearboxes, we're just going to deal with that right now. I have 3, which isn't great, but it's also not terrible. So, let's see here. I kind of want to shove the millstone over here so that we can power it from the bottom. Because if we can bring that here, then we have... Whoops. Didn't mean to actually dig that, but whatever. Okay. Good. So far, so good. Okay. So I have another... Oh, nope. Oh, dear. Well, that's going to be a problem. Okay. Well. Let's go get some clay, shall we? And I know there's a way we can get renewable clay via... What is it? Those little jerks that hide out in... Ooh, plant harvesting is going to be a little difficult with that being that low, isn't it? So is block placement. And these are taking longer to fall because they're cemented. Or mortared, I guess is the more appropriate term. Okay, perfect. So we're heading back. Yeah, I should probably do some harvesting here. Actually, speaking of harvesting, I'm gonna go feed the cows since I foresee turning lots of them into leather as quickly as possible to get more armor. Well, any armor. Okay, so I can... Looks like I can do my harvesting still. But at some point I might want to put the windmill up, maybe a block or 2. Not going to worry about it for now, though. Okay, so planting these all back down, la-ti-da. Whoop. Put the seeds back. Yeah, I know, we're getting a little distracted from what I was trying to do. But this is related to the later goal of going into the Nether, so... I should find a way to make that more accessible without causing a ruckus. So I'm going to feed the cows without slaughtering any of them, since at this point I need more cows. Basically as many cows as possible. And we're going to make them all antsy again. They'll be fine. Go put the wheat down, which I should have. Yeah, I do have a decent supply racked up, which is very good. Okay, so back down here. Going to mine those out. Okay, so that's going to continuously be a problem for all of this. Now, I could solve this by bringing power up from that and just having the millstone be lower. And then I don't have to worry about the roof falling in on me. I suppose that's better in a way. And since I have I mean, at that point, the question is almost why am I not just having the millstone be down there? I also kind of wanted the millstone gearbox to be separate. But really at this point, I'm not going to turn any part of the system on without having all of the system on. So, whatever. Okay. Biting the bullet. I'm just going to mine this out. And then grab some axles, I guess I don't need the gearbox. Because I go, what? 1, 2, and then 3, and then just place the millstone right there. That'll work. And just what? I can fill in the rest of this. Oh, that's odd. It makes sense, but it's odd to work with. I don't have any. Does that work? Nope. And since they fall, they probably don't like that either, do they? Okay, so I need some whole blocks. Yeah, I'm gonna do the inefficient way of doing that. Just toss the rest of it because I don't need it. Go away. Just cover them up with a burnable resource. That's great. But if I cover them up with cobblestone after, then they should hopefully be protected enough to not get murdered by the crucible that'll be, or not crucible, hibachi. It'll be over there. And I'm just going to collect that since light is not going to be important. Here, I'm actually going to fill a lot of this in so that I'm not having to deal with any of it. I was hoping to have a spot for the millstone that had water for a simple water collection, and then I could set it and forget it. But for the purposes of getting this done sooner rather than later, and just having access to a workable solution, I'm not going to worry about that right now. Just going to make enough space to walk around it to collect the items, and then there you have it. So now we have a workable millstone again. And what else do I need? I need this hopper powered and set up somewhere. So what if we were to just throw that over here? Oh dear. What was that? Where's that falling from? Found it. Okay, fine. We'll use up a clay. Cement that. I probably could have used wood, but who knows if that would have backfired somehow. Speaking of which, gonna put that there. Axle, hopper, and then soul sand. And then there we go. We have all of our parts redone. So that they are in the base and a little more protected in a way. Okay, cool. Now I can travel that way without getting blasted. Alright, so I'm just going to set that in there, since we'll want it ground up eventually anyway. Okay, next thing on the agenda is getting ready for the Nether adventure, for which I'm going to want more arrows and armor. Aside from that, I'm okay. I'll also want blocks of a sort. So I had a thought there. The only non-flammable blocks that I have are these. Oops, sorry, didn't mean to spin so much. Are these bad boys that came with the building. So I think I'm going to pirate them all. I know I was using them in places like this, but now I can just use siding, especially since I don't have anything wooden quite yet. And I think I had a stack of them. Here they are. Okay. So yes, let's go ahead and determine which of these actually need to be... Well, none of this is on fire. So I'm just going to replace this with wood. Oh, well, good thing I have other torches to be able to light. Alright, let's get over here. And shove those torches back in my hotbar so I can relight them. Ta-da! Okay, so let's do some siding. How could I do this? Not sure how I'm supposed to be able to do those the direction that I want. Don't know that I can. Interesting. Well, saw that coming. I guess it's just gonna have to be full blocks of wood. Which is gonna be a bit noisy to do, so I'll be right back when that's done. Alrighty, all chopped up and ready to go, so let's replace this floor here with a burnable material, but it's all for a good cause. And then these, I was using the slabs because enemies can't spawn on them. I was using that there, but, you know, whatever, just replace it with some siding. And these are weird. I guess I can actually, so I can do this. And I can even place these. Because it doesn't matter what these look like. I just need to be able to place the other blocks on top of them. So in order to do that, we're going to run up here. And just go ahead. And is that quite what I want? Not sure, but it'll do, I suppose. Close enough, right? Ow. Okay. Don't mind me just gathering up these blocks. Other animals are freaking out. Do-do-do. Okay, now I gotta go back there. So these blocks, these stone slabs are important because they will let me bridge through the Nether without fear of falling to my death, which is relatively important to me. I like not falling to my death. And what's going on here? Is that... how's this working right now? Somehow I placed those one block lower than I needed to, I guess? Yeah, okay. That's fine. Oh, excellent. And then the final little cover. Alright, daylight I like. I'm a fan of daylight. Okay, so we got those bad boys. And now we have more of these. The problem with these is they might catch fire. So 46 is not a whole lot. I can get more clay, so I'm just going to expand the roof by replacing them with mortared cobble. Because wood can and will catch fire. And these won't fall. Because they've been mortared. And there we are. So with that, I think I have officially collected all of the stone slabs that I can. I think. Seems logical, because I replaced all of these quite some time ago. And yeah, that looks good to me. Okay, so let's put the clay away. Let's put the string away. I think I have... No, I have the possibility of having more gravel by using this stuff to make more slabs. Put the pile of gravel back. Okay, so that'll be 32 flint, which is lovely. I'm fairly certain I do not have nearly as many feathers, which is going to be the next limiting factor. Speaking of feathers, let's go feed ours. Yeah, crazy little guys. Keep making some chickens, eggs. Ooh, do I have the tech for that yet? I have a dispenser, I just don't have the resources. So, I know of a design that is an automated feeder and hatcher of chickens that I kind of came up with on my own, loosely based on some other designs that I saw. It's not the most compact yet, but as long as you put seeds into the dispenser, then it'll feed them often enough to keep them fed. Ooh. The problem with that was I had it time-based, and that was before the chickens only ate once a day, and it had to be before nighttime. So the new system that could be used would be just dispenser and item decay with a pressure plate. That should still work. But I don't have quite the gearboxes and axles in space to do that yet, so we won't worry about it quite yet. Anyway, I was looking for feathers, which I was correct. I do not have any more of, which is the next hiccup, because I only have enough to make 9 more arrows, and the arrows will be quite important for the Nether journey, as they will let us kill both blazes and ghasts if the ghasts come at us. Gas and blazes are the two things I'm the most scared of. Pigmen are fine as long as I don't kill them. Actually, just ghasts alone, because blazes, well, blazes do pack a punch. So there is that. But that's not what I'm focusing on. Right now I need to clear out my inventory of the mechanical related stuff. So we have this, and this, and this, and sure, we'll throw that in there. And I'm getting all sorts of disorganized in this flurry of efforts, but I will clean that up soon. Trademark. Grab the wicker pane, so let's at the very least go make a bunch of flint. This bad boy. Excellent. Swap that back out. And I suppose what I could kill the chickens that I have. There's maybe 8 in there. That would give me some leeway with the feathers. And I can build it up, but I do only have 23 eggs. That's fine. Yeah, let's go ahead and do it. Nope, nope. You don't get to run away. Come back here. I need you. I need you more than you need to be alive. I promise. Stop running. It's only gonna be worse for you. Okay, so that actually only gave me 5 feathers, which is a bit saddening, but not much I can do about that. Oh, it gave me more than 5. Still not really enough to do too much, but here we go. And for at least one chicken to hatch. Otherwise, I might have... Okay, phew. Except you are not... You're not in the thing. Go. Darn it. I need at least one chicken to fall. Uh-oh. Oh, no. No. Okay, so, desperate times. Gotta get this chicken in there. I'm gonna cut and mess around with that. Actually, this chicken can't jump, so I guess I'm just going to seal him in. And gosh, I guess killing those chickens was a bad idea. So now he can't go that way. And now he can't get out. So I'll be able to feed him and slowly work my way back up. Ugh. This is a bad idea. Oh well, desperate times, right? Need as many arrows as possible. Where'd this bone come from? I don't remember getting that bone. Oh well. Let's see. I need some of that molding to make some sticks because that's the most efficient. I need 19 of them. Thank you. So I have 19 arrows, which is pretty decent. Oh, I need more string or hemp fibers. Either one will do. Hopefully we had a decent amount of hemp grow. So that's 4, 8, 12, 16, and I think I had one in the millstone. So, oh no, I had one in the millstone. And because everything's powered, that means it totally grounded up. And yep, that's a bummer. Okay, so there's the disadvantage of having a one-use system. If you turn one part of it on, it all turns on, which is both great and terrible at the same time. Wonderful. Just wonderful. I hope you can detect my sarcasm. Alright, so we're gonna run around, gather up some melons. They're so yummy and seedy. Get some seeds for the chickens that we don't have. Totally should have just kept them and dealt with not having the feathers, since I don't even have the string or hemp fibers to deal with them right now. 16, and that was all of it. Yep. Okay, sorry for the noise. It was a bit loud. I guess we're just making the 16. That'll have to do for now. So stash that, stash this, go feed some more cows. And I honestly don't think I'm gonna feel safe enough in the Nether without at least some leather armor, which means I really need to rack up a supply. Which means this whole cow thing needs to... 3... Alright, cows breed and prosper. All that stuff. Ho-hum. And I don't really want to do anything else, because I said I would go to the Nether. But I should really be protected in the Nether. But... and it's probably not a good idea to just go without the armor. Because even leather armor could protect against ghasts. So I suppose at that point, that means that I should cut here, and I will come back when I have at least some armor, and maybe more arrows, because that'll give time for the hemp to grow and whatnot. So I will be back when I've made some progress in that direction. See you then. We now interrupt your regular scheduled program to bring news of a dog retrieval. Yes, I realized that it would be much more efficient to scour the leather that I have been collecting, 7 currently, and use dung to tan it and then chop it up and then make tanned leather items instead of just regular leather, because that doubles the resources as long as you use the shears to cut it up. So I'm running over this way to find one of the doggos. I think at this point I have enough food production that I can, in theory, keep one fed and not have it go hungry. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that. I'm also hoping that they didn't go mad, I suppose. Uh-oh. Doggo went mad. Here, have some food. Don't be angry, puppy. Puppy's angry. So in order to safely extract these, I can go like this. Though really there isn't a safe extraction, is there? Yeah, they've gone mad. I'm wondering, can we breed them? No, there's no breeding them. So there's no good way of having these not be insane. Alright, well, I guess that means that our next step is to go get a dog. It must have been just on the edge, or when I was mining, since the mine goes this way. Well, that's disappointing. Alright, well, bright side, I think there's some dogs that way, which I think I'm gonna have to go get, because I only have 3 dung right now, and that's only enough to make 3 tanned leather, which is only 6 cut tanned leather. So I guess it's looking like we're not going to end up going to the Nether this episode, because I would rather be a little bit safer and have some armor. It gives me an opportunity to rack up some other resources. Makes a bit of a liar out of myself, because I was saying we were going to go to the Nether and it was going to be super exciting. But this way, I stand a better chance of not immediately dying on impact with a ghast or a blaze. So I've been slowly feeding and killing off these cows. As you can see, there's a lot of young, so they'll grow up in about 10 to 15 minutes, and then I can continue breeding them. So at this point, it's just it could either just be a waiting game, or I go after a doggo. So I think the end of the episode is going to be going after a doggo, as that's going to have some long-term ramifications in being able to produce tanned leather. I should also, sorry about that, didn't mean to brush the mic. I should also probably expand the farm. Granted, I used all the seeds, so I guess I don't really have opportunity to expand the farm. So disregard that. So I will come back when it is daylight tomorrow, so that we can enjoy a full day to go find and hopefully successfully retrieve a dog. Oh, by the way, I was able to get this chicken up and into this coop. Oh, apparently hasn't been enough time yet. Okay. So I will see you then. Ta-ta. Okay, and let our adventure to go find a new replacement dog begin. As I said, I think there should be some right over this mountainside, more or less. So just head that way. And I will see, since it shouldn't be too exciting of an adventure, I will see you once I'm over there by whatever, hopefully, wolves there are. Ta-ta. Plenty of passive mobs, but no sign of any wolves yet. I'm just going to continue on, I suppose. Oh, that's some colored sheep over there. Oh, there's one. Alright, here we go. Perfect. I was hoping that there was one over here yet. So this one we'll just keep in the base and have to keep a close eye on feeding him and not shove him in a hole. Well, I mean, I'm gonna go shove him in a hole, but I'm gonna shove him in a hole and feed him every day like I do the chickens. So, yeah. So that should be a lot better. I'm not going to bother with killing any of these passive mobs since I have a whole bunch of them back at home, and I just want to get back home so I can feed this pooch, and then the pooch will start pooping, and that'll be great. I have collected up to 12 leather now, so as far as enough scoured leather goes for at least 2 pieces of armor, I believe. Because it'll take 8 for a chest piece, which is the most important, and then it's what, 7 for pants? So that's 15. Yeah, and I have double that right now. So I have enough raw materials. It's just a matter of getting enough dung, which is going to take a while, unfortunately. 2 dogs would have been nice, but that would have churned through a lot of meat really quickly. So we'll have to do with the 1. Maybe I'll go out on an adventure to get another one. I'm not quite sure. I built that little bridge finally. It's not the best, but it's at least a bridge. Yeah, if we could have 2 dogs, we could start breeding a bunch of dogs and just have them be around until I couldn't really feed them. But really, it would all just take too much, I think. Uh-oh. Okay, good. Alright, doggo. Come on over. Down here. I made a cozy little home-ish thing for you. So, come on down. What I really should do is have some sort of auto collection for his poop, but really I'm just gonna try to listen for it, I guess. Okay, so he's full up on food. Oops. And hopefully it's just a matter of time. I think I might make a couple hoppers since I don't have water collection. If I recall correctly, the poop can spawn up to 2 blocks away. So what I could do is drop this down 2 blocks and then just fill it with hoppers. It wouldn't be too terrible of an idea. And I have the wood to do so. Yeah, I'll do that, and I'll be right back. Alrighty, so I've chopped up a bunch of these bad boys, and just realized that hoppers require redstone. I think we can deal with losing 5. That'll be fine. So make the pressure plates, make the corners, put the gears down, and then these, and there we go. 9 hoppers. So now let's get good old Poochums in a little... Ooh, iron. Pleasant little surprises. Anywho, we're gonna dig Pooch's area another 2 blocks down, like I said. Yep, 1 more. And then it'll be that area that we cover in hoppers. So I'm actually digging 3 blocks down. This is super rudimentary catch-all, but whatever works, right? All it did was cost me a little bit of redstone. And that should be no troubles at all. Then all we have to do is feed the little guy, and we should be pretty safe from him going berserk. And I think we should be able to reach any of the pens in there. Yep. Excellent. So we can just toss food. I think I can just manually feed it to him, so that should be fine. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and... Ooh, super gloomy night again. Yep. we'll go ahead and feed the cows. And then I think I'm going to call it an episode. So between this episode and next, I'm going to farm the crap out of that dog until I have enough to make a chest piece and pants out of this leather here. And so with that, I would like to thank you all for watching, and I will see you next time.